Welcome back to the Huddle, my people. I got an exciting guest to dive into an exciting book. Today we have Miss Chantelle Statham, and we're gonna dive into 52 Ways to Live a Kick-Ass Life by Andrea Owens. Now, you're gonna see how excited Chantelle is about this book, and you're gonna see why. Miss Owens keeps it real, 100% to the ground. It's no fluff, and that's always easy to connect to because life is real. But before I get to talking and rambling, let me let Chantel go ahead and introduce herself.
Hi guys, well, hey Wallace. I'm Chantelle, me too. And I don't know, what do you want me to say? Besides, I've read this book twice and I bought it twice. Well, I probably read it more times than I bought it, but I don't know. What do you? This is
See, and I know y'all can see how excited she is about this. But let me tell you a quick something behind me and Chantel's relationship. We met at the greatest university on the face of the planet, North Carolina Agricultural and Technical State University. She was on the softball team. Well, I played football, but she was just great energy to be around. She was in media production, and I mean, y'all, in 5 seconds you could feel the light from her. So I knew she'd be a great person to come onto this show, bring her energy, bring her experience, bring her reflectiveness, and dive into this book. So my first question always,
okay.
Chantel, why did you choose this book?
I think at the time when I chose this book, it had to be about almost more than 5 years ago, almost 8 years ago. I was out of college, but I think that I was just not living my life to its fullest potential. And I'm like, I got a okay life, but I really wanted to step it up a notch. So I remember one day I was in Barnes and Noble and I saw this bright pink
Pink,
book. I'm
yeah.
a color fanatic anyway. So I walked past it and I'm like, what the hell is that? It's like 52 ways to live a kick-ass life. First, I didn't even know books could curse. Like you could just put a cuss word on
On
the
the
front
cover, on the
on the
cover.
cover and it's pink. So I was like, let me just see. So immediately when I picked up the book, I didn't even start reading it. I just looked over the titles of the chapters
Hmm.
and I was like, I need this in my life. And that's how, and I ended up buying the book.
So what brings you like after you saw the cover, you read the titles, after reading the book, what connects you to it to keep you wanting to bring it to this podcast to keep you told me you gave it to somebody one day. What about it gives you that kind of feedback?
Yeah, what Andrea speaks about is real. One thing about it is she gets right to the point. In the book, like one of my favorite chapters, like I said, starting with chapter one is take take responsibility for your life and choices, and we struggle with that. So I'm like, well, damn, that is something. Do I always take responsibility for my life and choices? No. It's easier to blame my parents. This is why I'm this way, or my siblings, or my teachers, or my bosses. It's easier to blame other people
Hmm.
for how your circumstances or your situation may turn out instead of just saying what part did I play in this. So to even that's how it impacts my life because now I look at things like Chantel. Yeah, I have different influences. I have different people that can push me to do certain things, but at the end of the day, I have that ultimate decision. And do I take responsibility for my own choices and actions? And so that's one chapter that will never stop applying to my life.
Sticking with that chapter, is there any specific instance that you could call out from your experience that you was like, yo, I got to take control of this?
There's a lot of things that I can say some of the insecurities that I have. For a long time, I've been able to blame them on other people, and this is why that. Yeah, people have may have played a part, but at the end of the day, it is up to me. I choose if I want to feel this way.
Right.
And I have to take responsibility for the things that make me feel this way. Is it a negative environment? Is it what I'm watching? Is it how I'm judging myself, critiquing myself? Is it my self talk, my self thoughts? So that is one thing that this chapter has applied to when it comes to my self-confidence, like taking accountability and taking control over the way that I feel. These are my actions. I make me feel this way. So I can say that's one way.
Is it
Chapter
is
one.
I say
So
is there any specific? Because for me, like I always, and this might be superficial, but in the sports world, everybody talks about your speed, and everybody always told me I was slow. Um,
right.
and I bought into it. I would even say it myself. But then I got to the point. It was in college my sophomore year. I was like, man, I'm just gonna figure out how to get faster. Somebody told me if you get your legs stronger, get faster. So I started squatting heavy. Somebody told me you run hills, you get faster. I started running hills. You drag
Right.
sleds, you get faster. So I started taking control of my mindset. Like I can affect this. I can make the change that I want to make in your life. What's something that you actually had to like? Hey, look, I'm gonna handle this.
Lately, I can say, well, I can. Do you want to hear sports or do you want to hear entrepreneurship? Which
I
way you
want
want?
it. I want to hear entrepreneurship. Let's go with that.
Entrepreneurship. One way lately, with me starting my own business, I was like, I know that a part of me is lazy.
Yeah,
A part of me, and people can say, a lot of people say I like to start things and I can't complete them. That is, I've known that to be kind of true about myself. It stems from laziness. So I'm like, well, how can I take control of this? Taking responsibility for me being lazy is, okay, Chantelle, you know your alarm is going off at 8, but I'm not waking up till 10. How can I expect to be the best me when it comes to most entrepreneurs are up around 6 or 7 in the morning, whether they're just meditating, whether they're working out, or they're just planning or trying to start their day. I don't care if you're in the kitchen just drinking tea.
yeah,
I had to understand that I am not going to be a great entrepreneur, a top entrepreneur, a good business seller, whatever, until I started making myself stop being lazy. I'm the reason I'm lazy. It ain't because my bed is so comfortable, because I kept saying, like, I need to get a different type of bed because my
yeah.
bed is comfortable, the shades,
The
the
blackout
way the
shades.
black. I had every reason in the world. The air condition is blowing right on me, and I'm just. I had every reason. I gave myself every reason to be lazy.
Yeah,
I was like, Chantelle, you got to take control of this because you're the reason. You're the reason. It's not the air. It's not the pillows. It's not the thousand thread count sheets. It's you.
and you got 1,030 count sheets. Ooh. It's funny you say that because my dad, I was a complainer when I grew up. Like I didn't mind working hard, but I complained about everything. And my dad was like, "You can give me all these reasons why not. If you can find one to do it, you need to do it." And
Right.
I tried to carry that moving forward because that was the mindset. Is like I'm finding reasons not to be the person that I say I want to be, but all I need is one to do it, and then the actions just follow in line. And that's what Andrea is pretty much
Yeah.
what
Take
I
responsibility
understood. Take responsibility for your own life
for
and
your own life choices. Yeah.
the pain that she went through, and we could probably get into it a little later. I guess that was the trigger for her to really dive into herself, and I feel like that's what we kind of have to do. It sounded like you did it was you dove into like, look, this is who I am right now.
Right.
I am lazy. I don't get up when I'm supposed to, but I know I want to be an entrepreneur. I know I want to start this business. What do I need to do to take control of that? And
Right.
it sounds like you made the changes. So let's go ahead
Yeah.
and get a little side plug. What business did you start?
So I started a slushy bus here. So it's like a fun daiquiri bus, alcoholic and non-alcoholic, but it has a party bus theme to it.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm like a slushy bus on wheels.
What's it called?
It's called Cool Charlie's. Cool Charlie's slushy bus.
So that when any of y'all come to Atlanta, you have to look up Cool Charlie's. Uh,
Right.
Matter of
Yeah.
fact, go on Instagram right now and look up Cool Charlie, look up Chantelle, and I guarantee you gonna see some exciting. I mean, I've never seen a slushy look like this.
Yeah,
And
we've got the layers, the candy on top. Like
man,
I've got some more stuff I'm gonna be pulling out the bag. It's only been out for a week, but there's a lot to come. A lot to come.
but
Yeah.
I hope you all can see the excitement, the joy that she has. The when you go take a look, it all became possible because her taking control of her own life.
Right.
And that's
That.
yeah, and that's chapter one of this book.
That's only chapter, right? See how deep chapter one was? Because
Yeah,
it's like once you do that, you can start. Everything else falls into place.
right.
Once you take accountability for which way you want to steer your life and your choices, then we rolling.
We rolling.
We
So
rolling.
we're not gonna be able to go through all 52 of these chapters, but I did pull out a few. And if there's one that you really want to dive into, you could bring it up as well. But one that I liked was listen to your gut. And
Not just the stuff you want to hear. Listen to your
yeah,
gut. Stuff you want to.
I always second guessed myself when I was younger, and part of it was my insecurities and how cool I was, how strong I was, how smart I was. All those insecurities, um, it kind of made me want to try to be like other people or do things that they were doing instead of listening to, yo, you know what's best for you in this situation.
Right.
Um, and it put me in some pretty tough situations in life that I had to eventually grow and fight my way out of. But when's the last time you just was like, and it may be cool, Charlie, you just listen to your gut in a situation?
It was definitely cool, Charlie's. Me starting my slushy bus, my gut for so many months said, Chantelle, you can do this. You can do this. Just my imagination. Once
Mm,
I got my imagination back, that's where my gut was. Because a lot of that is down there because it's the unseen. You're believing in something and it's telling you to do something that doesn't make sense. So everybody's like, don't do that.
right,
Everyone from my dad to my partner to my family, they kept saying, just get a tent. That's what they wanted. A part of me wanted to hear the safe route, and they gave me the safe route. Chantel, you
right.
need a tent. Don't go get a bus. You can just go out there. You can just do it like this. Don't leave your job. And everything in my gut
Mm,
said, Chantel, you have to do this. Like, I promise you, you're good. And I'm like, I'm not good. But me listening to my gut, well, I can say for one of the few times that I can remember has brought me so much strength and joy just in that motion. So when I took the chance and listened to my gut and actually got the bus, I'm like,
right,
damn, look at this. Because when people came out, they didn't come to. There was a row of tents at my first festival.
right.
They
But you
came
had
to
a
my bus.
bus.
Kids were like, bro, oh my God, mom, can I take a picture on the bus? And look at this bus. And it's not even done.
Yeah,
But that was birthed from my gut. Yeah.
that's that's deep, deep because yeah, it makes sense to like just get attention, Chantel. Just try this stuff out, Chantel. Just see if people will catch on. But nah, you was like, I know what's for me. I know what this is supposed to look like, and I'm gonna make it happen. Chantel, I watched a video of you demoing seats from a school, but like when y'all see this, it was a yellow school bus.
It was yellow.
She took the seats out, she painted it, she put electrical, put the units to make the slushies. Like,
Yeah.
and if y'all don't, Chantel is probably what are you 5'5", 140 pounds,
Yeah. You're right.
but because of her gut telling her that this is what I want to do and what I need to do, determination, tenacity, all flow through it. I hope y'all go follow her and see that video because it's crazy to think that
Yeah.
she made this transformation. She used her resources. Man, look, I'm gonna blow Cool Charlie's up. They gonna know
Yeah.
about this one.
Well, I mean, it's the same. And I always appreciate your support because I know you had to use the same stuff on the field. With me being a former athlete, but you went a lot further. But I'm sure there's been plenty of decisions where you're like, everybody's telling you what you should do, and you're the only one in those shoes. You're the only one in those cleats. You're the only one in that jersey. And that's how I look at life, the way you had to on the field.
Yeah,
You have to go with your gut. And your coach is probably throwing his helmet, God damn it, Wallace. But it turns out in like the team's favor or something. It's weird. Like
yeah.
like, I don't know why I did it, but I
It's
just did
it's
it.
crazy. It's crazy you flipped it back on me because that's really how I even got a chance to play receiver in college. In high school, I was a kicker, but I just felt like I was supposed to be a receiver. Like everything, all my movements, everything that I saw, the way I looked at the game, I'm like, I'm supposed to be out wide catching the ball. But they kept telling me to be a kicker. but I just continued to decide day after day that I was gonna be a receiver. And eventually, like you said, it became records at A&T. It became an opportunity in NFL, CFL, winning a Grey Cup. But it's all because I trusted my gut and chased what my gut was telling me. And look,
Right.
my stuff is in the past. Your Grey Cup, your Super Bowl is coming. I'm looking forward to it.
I'm excited, man. I'm excited. Yeah, I'm really, yeah, I'm using that gut and that imagination to really take it there.
You said something before we get to the next one. You said I got your creativity back. What? How did you lose it, or what did it losing it feel like?
Well, losing your creativity is so easy because we're adults.
Mm,
And that's why, I don't know how spiritual or biblical you are. That's why, Jesus preaches having childlike faith.
yeah,
Because when you have a childlike faith or childlike imagination, when you look in the clouds, you see the leprechaun eating popcorn
right.
with burnt. When we look up in the sky, we like, damn, it's about to
It's
rain,
about to rain. Yep.
or the sun is about to be nighttime, which means almost time for work in the morning. We see facts. We see reality.
Right.
We lose imagination and creativity as we get older because so much reality hits you.
Hmm. Do
Like,
you feel like you're losing your creativity and minimize your opportunity?
yes, because I then become afraid to take chances because when facts and fear get together, there's nothing you can do.
Yeah.
And it minimizes me so much because
So
I'm like, what?
it's a prison.
It is. It's a mental prison, and I'm like half the stuff I could have been gone for this
Right.
because a couple years ago I started with snowballs, and I didn't tell anybody about it. I'm like, I do this, well, I'm like, oh, people gonna think I'm corny. I had so many fears because I was trying to do greeting cards at the time. I'm like, they're gonna say I'm jumping all over the place. I kept saying, hearing who the hell they was, which was nobody. I heard everybody, and I did nothing.
Yeah.
So
Everybody but your gut.
everybody but my gut. So I lost all my creativity because I was afraid of what people would say
Hmm.
because of the facts of life. You don't have time to do that. You shouldn't be doing that. You'll be better at this. You should do this.
This is safe.
So this is safe.
Yeah.
So there's no creativity in safe.
Yeah. No, that's dope. So I do want to jump into the next chapter that kind of caught my eye because it's something I actually have a little issue with. But looking
Okay.
at your life, and you can't always judge a book by its cover, but it seems like you know how to have fun, and that just
Yeah.
means like enjoying life. One of the
I
chapters is just have more fun.
have more fun.
Why does
Yes.
she need to say that to us?
Because again, facts and reality stop that. When like it's crazy that you even mentioned like the prison, the safe zone. The safe zone, there's not a lot of fun in the safe zone
Right.
because the people in the safe zone are in the kiddie pool. You don't want to go jump off the cliff and make the crazy 360 video with you diving in the ocean. That's not the safe zone.
Right.
And it's more fun. Who wants to do that? we
Right.
we limit ourselves. So I definitely have a lot of fun. Like I make sure that I travel. If you see on my page, I try different resorts and whatever they are. But I'm gonna make sure I have fun because I don't know how long. You don't know how long. My legs are good to go right now, but who's to say? God forbid, in a couple of years, they're not.
Right.
My arms, my liver, whatever God. We
Yeah.
don't know. So you have to remember to have fun. You just
Yeah.
gotta have
I feel like fun expands expands vastly across different realms because like fun in travel was amazing. Fun with my family is amazing. Fun in my career is possible. It can be amazing. Fun in just my friends is amazing. But we get so caught up in goals, and I'm one to do it. Goals. How do I get to this goal? The next step. The next step. The next step. That I
yeah.
forget that I got this one life. I don't know
Mhm.
what tomorrow looks like,
Right.
but I didn't enjoy today, and today is every day of my life so far. So
Right.
if I didn't enjoy that, that means I didn't enjoy my life. So
That's yeah.
we gotta find time and intentionally have fun with this thing because we only got this one. I mean, for all we know, that's it.
This is it for our. I mean, I'm praying I come back. It's like something cool, but this is it. You're right.
And
This is it.
I don't want to be, I don't want to be successful 60-year-old person who didn't experience what this world has to offer. Like you said a good point with vacation. You see a different world. We just came back from Panama. The sights,
Yeah.
the ocean, the
No.
whales, like all of that stuff is like
Ooh.
amazing out there in this
Yeah.
world. But if I don't try to open up my life to enjoy what the world around me has to offer, I still live in that prison.
Yeah. I think one have more fun really hit me when my college friend, she told me, when I tell you she studied hard, did everything in the book to be focused, was a good player on the field, good teammate.
Right.
And every time I talk to her, she says the same thing. I wish I enjoyed college. She never went to a homecoming, and she watched her. She's gonna know I'm talking about her. She never went to a homecoming. She didn't party with us. She didn't really hang with us. So she only went to homecoming after we had graduated.
Right.
She never experienced all the crazy stories we had, like sneaking out or whatever we did. She wasn't a part of it. So
Yeah.
now, as an adult, and it's too late, every time I talk to her, it just, I can hear it in her voice. It breaks her heart. She says, I really wish I would have had more fun and just
Yeah.
enjoy. So I'm like, well, damn, I don't ever want that to be me. I don't want moments to pass me by and I keep looking back going, I wish I would have had more fun.
Yeah. Let me ask you this question: What's is there a balance? Because I know people who had a great time in college but didn't progress scholastically or professionally once they got out. But then there are people that, like your friend, that focus so hard but
Right?
regret not enjoying the experience. Because I'm one of those people. I was one of the people that was like, um, I got to do this. I got to study. I got to work. I got to train. I got to. And then I look back and I'm saying like, dang, I didn't go to a homecoming
You did it?
until my last year. I was so focused, and I only got a taste of like maybe like 3 hours after the game because I'm like, yo,
Oh
I'm
yeah,
focused.
but you're an athlete. You were an athlete. You had a job to do on homecoming. You
Yeah,
guys didn't get to, but this is a free will person. We came to see y'all, and
have a
she
good
never
time.
came.
Yeah,
So that's different. You actually had a job because most people that go to the Super Bowl, none of those athletes actually enjoy the Super Bowl. They don't do any of the stuff around it. They just have to play.
go to work. But
They just work.
what's the balance though? What does balance look like to you?
The balance, I would say, I may be a little off balance, but just not falling off the track. Because when you get to college or when you get to a job or career or whatever it is, you have a track that you're on. You may veer a little bit to the left or to the right, but you know where you're going. When you get so far to the left where you can't find the track, that's when you're partying too hard, you're drinking too hard, you cheating, you just doing drugs, whatever it is, you're so unfocused that you don't even know that there's a track you're supposed to be on. Balance is being able to sway a little bit but stay on that track. And
I,
whatever your vice may be, just you can add a little bit to it.
yeah, I
But
it's funny. You just made me think about this book that I read called The Alchemist. It's one of my favorite books.
right,
And there's a story within the story where this king sends uh, one of his servants through his castle. And he says, I want you to see everything that this castle has. It has paintings, it has rugs, it has jewelry, but I want you to carry this spoon of oil. I want you to make sure when you get back, this spoon of oil has these two drops in it. So when the kid gets back, he comes back and there's no drops on the spoon. But the kid saw everything that was there to see,
oh
but he
my
didn't
God.
have his oil. The next time he sends him back through, the kid has his oil, but then he asks him, "Did you see everything in the castle?" He didn't see any of it.
Oh, because he was so focused
He was
on
so
not.
focused on his oil. He said the balance is when you can maintain your focus on your oil, but also
Wow.
experience all the wonder that this world has to
Yeah.
offer.
Yeah. That is
That,
a perfect, that is probably like, that's a fire analogy.
yeah,
That is awesome. That is awesome.
and
That,
that's
yeah.
but it takes practice. Like I can tell you that I can tell myself that at 18, but it takes practice of all right, I want to go have some fun, but being aware, like, oh, I had a little bit too much fun. I need to dial it back. Oh, I was so focused that I missed out on this opportunity. Oh, let me step out. It's trying to
Yeah.
balance that tightrope, but eventually, if you continue to intentionally focus on it, you'll find the balance and you'll be able to walk that
Yeah.
right.
And I know people when they get into motherhood, they're like, they're focused on the oil, which is their kids and the house
Yeah,
and all that, and they forget to look around them. They lose all of their friends. They forget to, just keep up their appearance, and just so they forget to love on their husbands because they're focused on. So that balance, it is a skill,
yeah,
and it takes practice. But if you know that you just want a little bit of both, I think that that'll help you, like you said, see the whole castle and see still keep it out because you can be like,
yep, yep, yep. I
that's
love
how
it.
to get through. Yeah.
Yeah. So before we got on here, you said chapter 7 was something that hit you. What is chapter 7?
Oh yeah, chapter 7. Stop apologizing and people pleasing.
Mm,
That's me.
you talking to me?
I don't know. And when I say that's me all day, especially when I work for Southwest Airlines, it was so weird because our motto, I need to stop saying our motto, I don't work there anymore, but the motto at Southwest Airlines is we are the sorriest airlines you'll ever encounter. And we say that because whenever we mess up, it is
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm
Okay.
right, but you see, it's like the sorriest airline, so it's like
Yeah.
sarcasm. But all we do is say, "I'm so sorry. I do apologize. Please forgive me. Oh, I'm so sorry." And I got so used to that,
Hmm.
and I'm like, "Wait a minute." And people pleasing, that's me, because I'm afraid to hurt people's feelings. I want to make sure that I'm not left out. So, chapter 7 was right up my like. Stop, Chantelle, stop. They'll be okay. Because for now, I'm just like, I messed up,
Yeah.
and they
I,
might not know it. I'm sorry.
I feel like we're very similar in that regard because I mean it's almost instinctual. I even type emails where I say I'm sorry for something. It's not even my fault.
It's not.
But I'm like, I'm sorry this happened. And I had to catch myself like, bro, you don't have to be sorry about everything. Things happen and we work through them. So it's not a I'm sorry thing. It's like, all right, so what's next? Or how do I proceed? How do we move forward? You don't have to. And when you say I'm sorry, I feel like it does have that double meaning of like I'm submissive, but also like I'm sorry,
Yeah,
like like
and
Southwest sounds like.
I'm so sorry, and I'm gonna take this on because I want to people please. I want everybody in the email thread to think that I'm so up here or what. But then you'll have someone else in the same thread that know they messed up. They're not gonna say sorry. They're
Nope.
just gonna say, "Okay, guys, plan of action change. This is what happened, but this is how we move forward." They know how to put it out there without saying I'm sorry. And I just be like, I'm sorry, because I try to, you're right, it's a submissive thing, but I need to stop saying sorry and people pleasing.
When I think about it, you put it out there again, like I respect somebody that just acknowledges there's an issue and then moves forward to try to find a solution. Like people that want to spend time apologizing. Like I even think about my teammates who would do something stupid and then either get suspended or had a whole team run. They get up in front of the whole team, be like, "Man, I'm sorry, I just shouldn't." I'm like, bro, you should have done it in the first place. We
Yeah,
done now.
yeah. And you don't have any more respect
Yeah,
for them in that you're just like, yeah,
yeah,
you're sorry. Kind
yeah.
of like you said, you're sorry.
Come tomorrow and show me how sorry you are, or how not sorry you need to be. That's what I
Right,
want to see. I want to see the action moving forward. I don't really need to see the pity, try to feel pity for you, because that's what it sounds like when I'm
right.
sorry.
I'm
Nah,
sorry.
bro,
Yeah. So that was my other favorite chapter for sure.
that's crazy. Because I actually typed sorry today,
Oh
and
gosh.
and look,
It's a
hit
habit.
backspace. I hit backspace because I caught it.
Yeah.
So another one that I guess kind of goes along the lines of uh, the submissive role is people that take other people's shit. And what Andrea says is, don't take
Yeah.
nobody's shit.
Don't take anybody. Stop taking other people's shit. Yeah, she's like, would you, if you're walking down the street and you're holding yours and somebody else comes and says, hold mine too, you would say no. I've got my own.
Yeah.
Literally.
What did that mean to you? Because I saw it kind of two ways, but what did it mean to you when she said don't take anybody else's shit?
To me, and how this don't take other people's shit really hit in my life on my entrepreneurship journey when it came to like me and my boyfriend,
Mm-hmm.
because of the stuff he had been through with other women or his exes trying to start entrepreneurial journeys. There we
There we
go.
go.
He dumped that shit, that mess, that fear, that anger, that disappointment on me and my clean toilet or whatever, my clean space.
Right.
And for a little bit, I took that on. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take my pile, which is already full of doubt. I'm already scared. I don't know if I can do this. And you know what? And I'm gonna take how you felt about your exes and what you've experienced, and I'm just gonna add that to my plate. So I'm sitting up here with a mountain of flies flying
Yeah.
around my crap, and
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not taking it. And I had to tell him what you had going on and how that transpired, whether the nail shop worked or didn't. That's not me. That's your stuff to hold on to because I've got my own stuff I've got to worry about.
Yeah.
So that's how this chapter really brought me back to life. That's why I still have this book because when I look at chapters like that and I feel myself slipping, like I
Yeah.
say, them tracks from falling off, I'm like, I ain't taking nobody's shit. I got my own.
Yeah. I say that's exactly how I took it because people that are they say hurt people.
Yes.
So what somebody else is going through, they're gonna bring that energy, they're gonna bring that terminology to you. But we're so accommodating in life sometimes that we'll okay, bring it, I'll try to help you with it.
Yeah.
No, man, I got like you said, you got your own.
You
And
got your
and it's
own.
way bigger than I wanted to be. Even if it's small, it's bigger than I wanted to be. But I need to be able to put that the divider, push his or her stuff back to him,
Right.
and be able to handle mine. Because honestly, I can't help you if I wanted to with my plate full of shit.
That's real.
So if you really want me to help you, you need to let me get my stuff together.
Right.
The as nice as they said on the airlines is put your mask on before somebody else's.
Yes, absolutely. Secure your
Save
mask first before your neighbors. Yep.
save your life, the one that you had that we talked about, before you can help somebody else's. That's
Yep.
that's where my mind went, and I was like, yeah, I don't want to take your abusive language. I don't want to take your workload. I don't want to take
Yeah.
anything that you're trying to throw on me from your pile because
Right.
I gotta handle mine. Because honestly, I'm trying to eat off this plate, but I
Right.
gotta get this stuff off of it first.
And you just keep at you just gonna keep
You
you
go
gonna
keep
ask for okay.
right,
And I
right.
don't even like that. Okay. I'm supposed to eat that too.
Look, and it's yours. I'm
And it's yours. Let's start with I'm eating your shit. Like, come on. Yeah, you got a point there. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
Man, I see. I knew you'd be a great guest. One because of your energy, but just your insight and connectedness to this book. I could tell from when you gave it to me. I told you I was kind of skeptical. I've never heard a book from a woman's, and I'm gonna say a hurt woman's perspective. But reading through slowly, because I was like, I need to take some time with this, and then you bringing your perspective, added perspective, has made this an amazing read, an amazing find for me. So I appreciate it.
No problem. I can't believe you did the audio. I suck at audiobooks. I can only have the hand.
I feel like I'm trying to do so much, and really the
Yeah.
only quiet time I really have is in the car. So when I'm in the car, I'm probably listening to a book. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, but that's what
But
it is.
I feel okay. I feel like I said, I feel like crack yours open. I can't wait.
Hey, no worries,
I
it ain't
can't
going nowhere.
wait. I can't wait. I just got so much right now, but I'm excited.
We'll have to have a talk after that.
Yes, we're gonna have to.
All right, so something that we kind of skated around, but she has an actual chapter about it, and it's be who you are.
Mm-hmm.
So my question that
I know
followed
that's it.
into that,
Yeah.
what makes you Chantelle?
Ooh, spicy. What makes me Chantel? That is a really good, scary question. I'm still
It's almost
trying
Halloween.
to. You said what? It's almost Halloween. Yeah. What makes me Chantel is that I am. I hate that you asked me that. I
Why?
really do because I'm still at the point where I'm trying to understand more. I know I'll never fully know me because I didn't create me. I spent a lot of time like, who am I? Who am I? Who am I? I didn't make me.
Yeah, but
But
with your best guess, because you are the only person who has spent every second with you.
that is true.
Who is Chantelle?
Chantel is this. Why are you doing this to me? Well, like, this is so
I
difficult.
mean, this book was rough and rugged and all the way to the core. So
It
let's
was.
get to it.
Chantel is one of the most like creative, like inspiration. She get one of the greatest storytellers that you'll meet. One of the new time, new era
Man,
storytellers that you will
she ain't never
ever
she ain't never lied.
that you will ever meet. That is just this beautiful ball of energy inside and out who is still trying to reach her full potential and greatness. That's who I am right now. That's all I got for you because I already told you about the pain. That's all I
Nah, I love it because I see it. I believe it. There's no faking that. So my follow up question is: have you always been okay with that?
I have I? No. Because you see how hard it was for me to even say that?
Yeah,
No, hell no. I wasn't always okay with that. I'm just now telling Chantel it's okay to be that. It's okay to say, you got a bomb business, Chantel. Yeah. It's
yeah.
okay to say, I am a great, I just put that I'm a storyteller in my bio within the next couple of months because I didn't know how to identify myself. I didn't want to be like, I don't want to. But like, no, I'm a good, I'm okay with it. So to answer your question, I'm okay with it now because the more I agree with my greatness,
Yeah.
it starts to happen.
I think that's inspirational and it's real because at some point, because kids, babies, toddlers, they comfortable with themselves. They'll walk outside with no shirt
Yeah.
on and a diaper, with
Bro,
one shoe on, sucking up a lollipop.
ashy knees,
Yeah, no
candy
care.
on their teeth. They just don't.
I'm
Wow.
okay with me, but at some point, it becomes taboo to be okay with who you are, and we all put on this facade through school, through different work situations of trying to be what the world says is okay.
Yeah.
But then what you just are found out about yourself or came to the conclusion that you're okay with is what I feel like we all have to get to. Is get to that point where I'm okay with who I am in the mirror. The
Right.
person behind closed doors. I I can be that person in real life. I don't need to hide myself anymore. I mean,
Right.
that person can still grow, like you said. You're still growing, but it's no need to put on that facade, that shell to cover up. Because honestly, I had a friend tell me, it's funny because in the book they talk about weight a lot. I had a friend tell me we were doing
Okay.
workouts together.
This is my long way.
He was like, dang, bro, you getting fat. But it was because I had took my shirt off, and I was just like, what up? But look, the world, we can't get the truth if we always covering up.
Oh, why you gotta go that deep though?
That's what we here for.
Why you gotta go that deep? Yeah, that's
I
yeah.
I can't even see the truth in myself because I'm always trying to cover up who I am. So
Yeah.
if I be who I am, I can learn from who I am and then grow from who I am into who I will be.
Wow. That's real. You're absolutely right. Because we'll never we're so used to covering because again, like you said earlier, that's the safe zone.
Yeah.
Covered is safe. Covered, there's no judgment. Covered, there's no, it's little facts, little
Yeah,
bitty facts. But when you out there, it's like, oh, you want the big facts. Your shirt off?
yeah,
I'm gonna say, you a
yeah,
little chunky. You this, you that. Like you need to shave. It's like,
yeah.
when you out of the safe zone, that's when it gets real. So a lot of us would rather be covered. So
And that in being open and being yourself, I feel like you can be more receptive to. I did a little video last week about criticism, and
mhm.
I had a situation with some friends who criticized some of the things I was doing. But when you're open with who you really are and who you're trying to be, you can see the truth in the criticism. So when my man said, "And you get a little chunky," I looked in the mirror like, "You kind of getting a little chunky, bro. So it's time to do a little something different. It's
Right.
time to pay attention to your diet." But that's also that's just improving myself. But if I'm just like, "Nah, bro, I'm good. I'm straight." 6 months from now, you look down, oh, that's another 15 pounds.
That's another 15.
Yeah,
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 criticism and badgering. I mean, sometimes you need a little bit of it. And I think with this generation, we've gotten to the point where you say one little thing, you're offended.
right.
You're ready to snap back. If somebody says, Chantelle, you need some, gel on your edges, it's not my job to go, well, did you brush your teeth? Like, we're so defensive
Yeah,
with everything. And sometimes when people make a statement, which can be called criticism, they're just pointing out their obvious. Because
yeah,
if you think about it, like you mentioned, kids, a kid will say, you fat, or a kid will say, your breath stinks.
yeah.
That's really what they mean, but they're not saying it to break you down. They just
No,
going off of what
they're
of
making an
their
observation.
obvious.
Yeah,
Yeah, I made an observation, auntie, you need to brush your teeth. But as an adult, we get so upset,
yeah.
and we rather I brush my teeth already. I don't. He's like, well,
Yeah, you need to do it again. Drink some
it's
water or
just
something. Yeah,
so we struggle with accepting that we might need to fix something about ourselves.
that we're flawed. Like we
We're
all we all say that we know that we're flawed, but when somebody brings a flaw to you, why do we
oh, you
react in
pissed.
such a yeah? Like okay, cool. I'm glad you pointed that. Now I can make an adjustment if I want to. That's the thing. Like you don't. It's because they bring it up. Don't mean you have to change it, but it's at
Right?
least to have the awareness.
The awareness, right? So you're not gonna do nothing. Oh, okay. Yes, we are flawed. You like
Yeah,
you said, but you're absolutely right. We're flawed, and
yeah.
we don't like our flaws to be pointed out because we like to keep that cover
You
that you
cover it
mentioned
up. Yep.
and act like everything's all good because we can't walk around with the filter, and that's
Right.
what we are trying to force ourselves to do.
Ooh, you said something deep right there, though. You can't walk around with a filter.
You can't walk around with a
Hey,
filter,
look, 15 years ago, that wouldn't have mean nothing. But now, Instagram,
right? They're like
TikTok, a
filter.
filter?
These
Man,
are, a filter used to just be the way you spoke, like
yeah,
your language or filter, but now it's a facade.
yeah.
Your nose isn't pointy. You're this and that. You're not really like I can't even believe because I know I was stressing before I got on this call with you. I'm like, oh my god, I don't have on any makeup. I don't have on this, but I'm like, let me tell you something,
What
girl.
I said, just bring your mind and we're good.
Just bring your mind, and I want to be comfortable, as you stated, being uncovered.
Yeah, there we go. The last thing I wanted to talk about, and in our last conversation, I feel like you brought it up, and hearing her say it, it just reinforced it, but it hit that word gratitude.
Yeah.
What does gratitude mean to you, and what does it look like in your life?
And if I'm not mistaken, gratitude to me, and hopefully I got the right definition, it's like a form of thankfulness, like a humbly, if I could mix humbleness and
And
thankfulness
thankful,
and gratefulness,
you got gratitude.
I got gratitude. Is that right? Because I'm just
That sounds like a precious stone right there.
showing gratitude. It just, I don't really know how to, you give me an example of how to express gratitude. Like, I don't know.
I
I
say,
think,
I think you're exactly right. It's thankfulness at its core. Um, just being thankful or having the gratitude of being here today, the
okay.
gratitude of your parents, the time they took to raise you, the gratitude of um, cool Charlie's coming to
Yeah,
fruition. Like that's
yeah,
just being, and I always take it back to being thankful for the little things because the big things stand on top of the little things. I'm gracious for waking up. I'm gracious for having the opportunity to go to work. I'm gracious for the experiences that I've had that gave me the mindset to like, look, I want to write this book to help some other kid. Like, I'm so grateful for the small things in life. They'll evolve into the supporting the big things. But if we
right.
learn to be gracious, have a spirit of gratitude, to be gracious, um, people feel that when they with you, they wanna help propel you. Like a
Yeah,
humble, thankful person,
yeah.
he's just like, I gotta help that person.
Yeah, that's I think. Well, I would say if since I launched Cool Charlie's, um, one of the relationships that I have got, I'm like, how do I give back? Immediately, I was thinking, how the heck do I give back? And one guy that came to support my bus, who I've always been good to, I would
Yeah,
just say, and never in a million years would I have thought he would come out and support. Because when me and him worked together, we would just bump heads.
really,
But I still treated him with a level of respect. But I was just like, after we done working together, I'll probably never see
have
you
to see
again.
you again. Yeah,
And he showed up to my bus and he brought people. And he just said, since I met you, you've always been a hard worker. You've always kept your head down. You've always just worked with, a attitude of like gratefulness and gratitude. And he said, I just wanted to come out and show support. But not
yeah,
only that, he's letting me do a festival, like a kids trunk or treat with DFACs and some other like inner city troubled youth,
yeah.
October 30th. That'll be a festival that he's allowing my business to be a part of. I just get to give back, but I get to
Right.
be a part of the movement. And I'm just grateful for those relationships and the bridges that I didn't burn when I wanted to just set it on
On
fire,
fire.
you know? So I think I'm reaping the goodness of my character. The servitude that I've given out for so many years is now starting to come back to me with me starting this business. So I can really feel that gratitude and graciousness, mercy, whatever, all that right
All
now.
of it.
I
Yeah.
can feel all of it right now.
I think all of that are seeds. I
Yeah,
mean, they always talk about pay it forward, but when you bring that spirit of gratitude, people want to pay it forward. They may give it to the next person, but it's going to eventually come back to you as well in that
yeah.
circle of gratitude. So nah, that's deep right there. You ending this on a deep note, man. I'm feeling it.
You're deep. Everything you say is deep. I'm just like, I gotta get back upstairs. It makes me want to do some more work tonight. I'm like, this is real. Like you're very your level, your intellectual levels are just. I mean, I would call them deep,
It's just
inspiring.
time in life. I say they are the greatest teachers to me.
Yeah,
So you put some time in it, and the life is gonna teach you something. It's your job to pay attention, learn, and grow
right.
from it. Yeah,
Absolutely.
I've been waiting all month for this day, and it did not disappoint, Chantelle. This has been an
Hey, I'm so
amazing,
excited.
amazing conversation. Like I told the people from the beginning, your energy, um, the how you connected to this book, it was gonna shine through, and it certainly did. So I'm grateful that you were able to step onto the huddle, and be a
Yes,
part of this.
love the huddle. The huddle is where we get the game plan together. So I'm more than happy. Thank you for having me because I love that you even called the huddle because like I said, and you know as well as I know, on the field when we huddle, it's time to put our heads together, think what's our next move. Our next move got to be our best move. We got to put the play together. Everything that we practice, it's time to put it to work. In the huddle, you encourage each other, you uplift each other, you call people out. Some people got to take accountability. A lot happens in that huddle, and this is what you bring every time you get on the mic, you have somebody on, or whether it's just yourself. So I'm just happy for you in this huddle. I'm going to support it 1,000%.
Boom, that's the trailer. Nah,
One,
I always allow the guests to have the last word. Is there anything that you want to tell the people? If there's something about the next festival that you're gonna have with Cool Charlie's, let them know.
so I don't even know what my next festival or my next move. Never mind. I think I'm going out for Gay Pride. I think. But Cool Charlie's, it's a journey. So you guys, please follow the page. It's Cool Charlie's, and it's Charlie's with an S. But my very first post is a faith-filled just little trailer of what I've been doing, how I got this far, and then I'm gonna break it down into a mini series because a lot of people will just post the entrepreneurship like boom, here I am.
Yeah,
But for those people like me, regular blood, regular legs, regular arms, family income.
yeah,
I want to take you on this journey, whether it's through motherhood, just a regular climbing the CEO ladder, whatever it is, faith-filled missions can really get you there and what it's like to have crazy faith. So guys, please follow me on this journey. And I mean, it's less about Cool Charlie's. It's more about where crazy faith will get you.
and we're gonna have to have another conversation because I just listened to this pastor that talked about crazy faith, but that'll be next conversation.
Yeah.
I truly appreciate you. This has been the Huddle. Thank y'all for listening. Peace.